Welcome back to Trails from Zero, where we are today exploring the city once more. After last time we did some side requests within it, namely the Mason Imelda monster cleanup and the train inspection here at the Crossbell station. Cargo from other countries arrives late most of the time. If I don't deliver them quickly, my old man starts to lay into me. Man, I'm so tired. I can relate with the urge to step out on the open highway and explore aimlessly. All these skyscrapers can make a country boy like me claustrophobic. When I tried to venture out onto the highway, a local stopped me, said it was way too dangerous for me. Well, I guess I just rely on the bus for sightseeing now. Why don't people understand the irresistible charm of railways? You can't discuss Crossbell's history and its emphasis on trade without mentioning trains. Let's start down here. You know Speaker Hartman? He's the leader of the Imperial faction, one of the most influential politicians in all of Crossbell politics. Anyway, rumor has it that he's going to run for mayor in the next election cycle. And because of that, he's been trying to make connections in every circle you can think of. Some democracy, huh? If a man like him ends up winning, who knows what would happen to Crossbell. And as I've just seen it on the side quest markers, time to turn some stuff in, finally. As always, we appreciate your hard work. Evan, allow me to go over your reports. Because this was stuff from yesterday. Detective 3rd Class, you were presented with a Spirit Badge accessory. I'll make sure your bonuses get transferred to you immediately. Thank you, and please keep up the good work. Wow, it's so pretty outside. Make sure to watch out for cars, okay? To become a registered Orbital driver, you have to complete the proper application over at City Hall. Even so, there are far too many bad drivers on the road. Minor car accidents are becoming more and more common now, sadly. In my opinion, the criteria to be given a license should be much more strict for public safety. Drivers, please slow down. Your cooperation is necessary for the safety of everyone in Crossbell City. Hey everyone, starting today's work? Be sure to watch out for orbital cars. Thanks for the heads up, Kate. Archons is easily Crossbell's pride and joy. They've become so famous, foreign celebrities travel to Crossbell incognito just to catch a show. Salteo always claiming he's busy, but that doesn't stop him from sauntering out of the kitchen. He constantly insists on bringing out dishes to our female patrons. Honestly, what am I to do with that boy? Mainz is quite the interesting town. It's a mining village surrounded by a plethora of mountains to the north. They've implemented a moderate degree of orbital tech there, so it's not quite as provincial as America. Nevertheless, it's far off a beaten path, so I'd hardly recommend it as a worthwhile destination for sightseeing. Our second floor seating is available by reservation. If you book a table, you can even make custom orders in advance. We have quite a few regulars who bring their families along for meals. Yeah, the VIP area. We came to sightsee, but all we've done is eat in this restaurant. Hell, what the heck. For now, eat up for the competition. No need to tell me twice, coach. He's got quite the stomach. Oh well, you live it up now. Once we get back to Arvonia, you'll be training non-stop. Never played, sir. But he doesn't have a plate because the plate is over here. Great going, me. We expected something like this to happen during our honeymoon. Well, I just have to redeem myself somehow. I got turned around in the entertainment district last night, and all of a sudden this dreamy young man appeared and showed me the way. A smile burned into my mind and won't go away. He had this air of mystique you really don't see in someone so young. Utterly captivating. I wonder if I ever see him again. Oh my, what a superb design. I suppose I shouldn't have expected anything less from you, Campbell. You flatter me, sir. So what exactly was the other job you wanted to ask me about? Alright, of course. There's a project in the works involving the construction of a new hotel in the Imperial capital. We would like to bring you on board to undertake this challenge. Oh, say no more, your face says everything. Man's journey calls him to constantly seek out new and exciting things, and it's our duty to respond to the task. I accept your offer. I'm glad you agree. I know Ari is a super popular bracer, but it stinks. He's like always gone for jobs. Our police is as useful as an open robot quartz. I really wish he would stay in the city. Aries is out of town right now, and I'm like totally bummed out. How exactly am I supposed to feast my eyes on that absolute meal of a man if he's not here? Welcome to Legion's Foods. We've got some fresh, juicy acerbic tomatoes straight from Libel. Would you like one? They're good for your health. Yeah, they're also insanely bitter. Oh, Scott, I wonder what you're doing right now. Pardon me, I should have been paying more attention to the counter. Please excuse my movements. Thank you for shopping at Time's department store today. Please take care to not forget any belongings in the store. Welcome. Please enjoy yourselves. How cool. Some new books came in. Let's see what we got here. I hear they've been setting up something called the Orbital Network for all those large companies. I've already been asked a few times if we have any manuals. The Orbital Network's technology is still in its infancy. I do not think you will be able to find anything other than research papers. I assumed that would be the case. It's a shame I couldn't help out that poor customer, but I can't stock a book that doesn't even exist yet. The person that comes to ask me about it most often is a well-dressed businessman. I believe he works at City Hall. He keeps telling me things like, it looks useful, but I don't get it at all. I can understand the struggle. Theo is the only one in the SSS that has any sort of proficiency with it. I know, I sure as hell don't. So, anything special? I want to see an Arc-en-Ciel show. To no one's surprise, Mom forgot about the upcoming performance. She is too busy shopping. Tickets for Arc-en-Ciel's new highly anticipated production are going on sale soon. I'd love to get my hands on one, but they're really expensive. Also, I'm pretty sure they sold out instantly the last time they went on sale. I have no doubt people will be fighting over them this year too. I've been waiting in utter anticipation for Arc-en-Ciel's newest production. Might be able to get some tickets if I line up overnight. Crossbell State celebrates its birthday with a boisterous event known as the Anniversary Festival. Businesses all across the city face their busiest period during that time. Cynthia and Pearl always look like they're in sync. It almost feels like they can read each other's minds. I wonder if veterans operate on a different wavelength or something. I need to hurry up and catch up to them. Where did the ring go? Did somebody buy it? Damn, and here I was thinking it'd be a perfect gift for my wife. You could ask. Mainz produces some of the most beautiful septium. Their rare quartz in particular fetches a high price. Welcome to Luca Boutique. Business is booming as per usual. Please look around as long as you like. Robot. Not really wet. Alright, time to crank up the enthusiasm and give out some freaking balloons today. Central Square is usually ripe with tourists during the morning. They say that American veggies work wonders for your health. I heard it makes your skin as smooth as silk too. Maybe I should try some. Whoa, there's that new type of pen light created by the Verne Company. Oh, you see, I work in a factory affiliated with the Verne Company. My colleagues are researching this actually. It looks like I finally made the finishing touches on it. I'm kinda proud of them. You'd be surprised by how many tourists like to stop by Genten. I can definitely relate. I guess since it stands out, you can't just help but stop by. Tourists are probably super curious about what you can find in an Orbital store. Damn Wendy, how dare she go and embarrass me in front of customers like that yesterday? She better not be getting full of herself just because she knows a few things about orbments. The manager was being so mean to Wendy this morning, even though she completely saved his hide yesterday. Honestly, I don't appreciate the manager's ugly attitude one bit. Even though Wendy went out of her way to help him yesterday, he ended up chewing her out this morning. Honestly, I don't appreciate the manager's ugly attitude one bit. Wow, the Crossbell and Garden Force placed an order for another armored car. Ooh, their equipment is as top of the line as it can get. Maybe I can ask to be one of their engineers. Well, they're the ones responsible for protecting the whole state. Makes sense to have some of the best gear. I don't know if I can really recommend the CGF as a great place to work though. But I can think of another organization that could make use of a pretty face like yours. Oh wow, thanks a bunch, Randy. I knew it. Something like an R&D factory is much more suited for me, isn't it? That's not what I... It would seem that you are now 0 for 2 after your flop at St. Ursula, Wendy. Okay. This is where I stand right now. Oh, I didn't notice you guys there. Good luck with your work, I guess. Thanks. Bee's finally starting to approve of us a bit. Thanks for all your help yesterday, guys. I'll be sure to come knock on your door if I ever run into any more trouble. I heard the Guardian Force was mobilizing their troops, but why? Has there been turmoil at the border? Oddly enough, the news hasn't bothered to cover it. You know, Bennett's the boss's daughter, and boy does it show when you just get a whiff of her bread. She's a hell of a baker, just like her pops. She taught me the ABCs of bread making when I first began my apprenticeship. She's hard to approach though. I get the impression she's always pissed off. Kind of a waste for such a cute girl like her to be so tense and angry all the time. Maybe I bake her some milk bread so she'll get her calcium. That might help. I finished baking today's bread. Would you like to try it? Oscar's one of the most gorgeous guys I've ever seen. He's like a whole meal. And he's got so much more than just his looks too. He's like a ray of pure sunshine and never seems to let anything faze him. It almost feels like a waste for him to be stuck inside of his bakery and the sky's the limit for him. Oh, but don't get me wrong, he's still a super duper charming as a baker all the same. Oscar is as popular as ever with the ladies. Shoot, the delivery's late. We still don't have our ingredients. We'll have to use our stock more conservatively today. Can't risk running out of ingredients. I feel ashamed for not being better prepared. You said the same yesterday. Probably because we haven't finished the quest yet. Did you know that there are various types of manufacturers of orbital cameras? If they happen to pique your interest, I'd highly recommend the ZCF series. They've got a practical and ease of use design, so these babies are a solid choice for beginners and pros alike. Their design has advanced with each iteration since they were developed back in 1180, and they've even got some pretty avid collectors. My husband bought a new portable oboe stove the other day. He went and secretly spent a ton of money again. Doesn't he have anything better to do? I noticed our portable stove was rusted while I was rearranging some of our furniture. I ended up buying a new portable stove with identical measurements. I'm glad I was able to find something that was just the right size. According to the clerk, this bad boy is a newer model with double the power. All the problems I was concerned about have vanished into thin air. Ooh. Kendall is in the restaurant? I should get the cleaning done while my husband is out. He's probably dining in Central Square over a business meeting right about now. Not only is he hard to please, but he's also never around due to work. Well, if you excuse me, I've got some cleaning to do while the demon isn't around. The demon, yeah? The first floor tenant really left early this morning. I wonder who she is and what she does. Okay. I have to go to Sunday school tomorrow. What's the point of learning all that stuff? Am I going to become a model? Model careers usually don't last very long, so you might prepare for something after that. I want Rio to be the future successor of my business. I don't know if that's going to happen though, that kids are fooling around again today. He's not getting anywhere with his Sunday school studies either. Hey, just help me that boy. I want to teach Ryu the basics of running a business, but that kid's been testing my patience and pushing his luck. He doesn't listen to a single thing I say. Oh, Auntie, I finally met up with Cecile yesterday. She hasn't changed one bit. I think I actually got a little bit of self-conscious meeting up with her after all this time. Oh, really? I'm glad to hear that. Well, how did it go? Did she find herself a nice man to settle down with? Well, I haven't the slightest clue. But to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that idea. That child of mine needs to start thinking about her future more carefully. Perhaps I look into finding her a prospective husband. Did she say prospective husband? Hell yes. It's time to announce my candidacy, baby. Don't get any funny ideas, Randy. Absolutely no way. Excuse me, Lloyd. Is it my imagination or has your voice gotten hoarse? Well, Cecile's an adult, and I don't plan on telling her to settle down right away. But I feel it's time for her to start putting a little more thought into her future. I should go to the cathedral and pray for Cecile to find herself a nice man. I've got mixed feelings about that. Ryu and Henri are always so full of energy. I wonder if they let me play with them too. Ask them. Wait, shy, right? Not at all, thanks as always, Harold. Could you also take a look at this? It's for next month's shipment. 10% more foodstuff, I see, so when you're hoping to get a discount, I imagine. Not to worry, I'll gladly oblige. After all, you and Talis are some of my precious regulars. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mr. Hayworth. Are you in the middle of negotiations? Was it that obvious? I'm honestly entirely stabbed. He's one of my best patrons. I'm here to wholesale some of the items in my inventory this time. Hey, that reminds me, are you guys still on the hunt for those monsters? We are. We were regrettably unable to uncover their location yesterday. We were actually just about to scoot on over to Mainz. It sounds like that your work cut out for you. Good luck, everyone. I truly appreciate all that you do for the community. It's pretty encouraging to know that people support us. Absolutely. Harold stopped by to let me know about the new price for honey. I appreciate how willing he is to always go that extra mile, never missing a single detail. Maybe I should discuss my next shipment with him while he's still here? I've known Harold about 3 years now, and he's always been scrupulously diligent. Never once missing a beat. That note, I'd better ask him of the next shipment while he's still around. Mr. Grimwood, you know last month's big case? The payment we got doesn't line up with what we initially wrote down. Oh, that one. The client was in a bit of a pinch when it came to financial security, so I gave him a discount. Huh? Again? Sir, we'll end up in the red if you keep doing that. You don't say. Sorry, Pete. I tried to cut back on the discounts in the future. You say that, but I know you're not going to change, sir. How can you be a lawyer and be so ignorant about finances? There have been times where you've completely forgotten to collect your pay at all. I'm getting tired of it, to be frank. Has that really happened before? In that case, I deeply apologize, Pete. That was quite a blunder on my end. Mr. Grimwood. I have to go to Sophia's house for cooking class now. We're going to learn how to make a gratin full of fresh seafood today. Yep, I think I got everything I need. Henry has been playing outside much more often these days. And to think he was just a shy little boy before. Maybe he managed to find himself a good friend. Henry's become a lot more sociable these days. I bet he finally found some nice little friends. I'm grateful for them. We all take turns doing the chores around here. Damn it, I had plans to hang out with a friend from Erebonia today. Oh well, I'm definitely not gonna push my luck and defy Granny. Guess I do the laundry now. Man, why can't we just hire a maid to handle all this menial crap? It's good knowing this menial crap, even if you had a maid. Oh hi, I'd like to help out with cooking. I usually hold a cooking class on this day once a week. Well, I call it a class, but it really just is an excuse to get the neighbors together and have a bit of fun. In any case, I need to get all the prep work done first. I was kind of hoping we could learn as well. A new recipe on all that. Anyone here? No. It had to have been 4 or 5 years ago. A transport truck lost control in the main street and caused a serious accident. The truck exploded into a massive fireball. I'd never seen something so horrific in my life. The explosion was so massive that bystanders were caught up in the blast radius. I still think about that terrible accident. There was a poor young lass who lost her eyesight in the crash. Yeah. Sonita started taking care of the cutest little kitten. Supposedly my husband was already aware of the situation, but dear me, it was quite the shock. Sonita and the little kitten are just the two most adorable peas in a pod. I'm admittedly a little jealous. Oh no, I promised Sophia that I'd show up for a cooking class today. I better stop fawning over the kitten and hurry up, otherwise I'll be late. Marie, come and play with me! What? Marie's full of energy as always today. What a relief. My cute little Sonita hasn't left the kitten's side since yesterday. Taking care of a pet is no easy feat, so a part of me thought she'd get up right away. However, I don't think I have anything to worry about. And since we can now leave... we can also visit the cathedral. Here at Crossbell Cathedral, Archbishop Aralda, the head of our parish, shares the teachings of atheists with all who desire to hear them. Please remain quiet while on the premises. Alright, Hamel. What's next? Just wait a second, Tamil. I need a break before we do anything else. Oh, come on. Are you already tired? How the heck does he have this much energy? Hamel and I are supposed to be identical twins, but his reflexes are so slow. Oh, hello. Have you come to visit the cathedral? Or perhaps you're here to pay your respects to someone? If you follow the road off to the side, you will reach the cemetery. The souls resting there will undoubtedly appreciate your visit. Crossbell's problematic position between Erebonia and Calvert has gotten us caught in the crossfire of countless wars. Many lives are lost in this turbulent era we find ourselves in. Do offer a prayer for them, please. Many gave up their lives to pave the way for Crossbell's growth and current prosperity. Do offer a prayer for them, please. Here lies Guy Bennings. Oh, do forgive me. I hadn't noticed you. I tend to lose track of my surroundings when I'm praying. Please forgive me. Nothing to forgive? O sweet lambs born beneath a bell, may you sleep peacefully here forevermore. Let the golden light shining betwixt the pure clouds lead thy souls above to the great blue sky, that they may return once more to the goddess's loving embrace. The trees in the distance look weird. Immediately after I started praying here, my business dealings began to flourish. Ever since that happened, I've been coming here to offer my prayers to the goddess every single day. Oh, ideas, please let my next business deal go well too. The Septian Church has been sharing ideas as light for the people of the Moria since the age following the Great Collapse. The cathedral is but one of many belonging to the Septian Church. Any who find themselves lost in life are sure to find Adios's guidance here. I heard that wolf-like monsters have been damaging properties throughout the state. Monsters are a pressing concern for many of the citizens. These wolf-like ones in particular, if they're targeting people. I just hope the situation won't take a turn for the worse from here on out. I heard that someone was injured in one of the wolf attacks. I just hope the situation won't take a turn for the worse from here on out. Welcome, everyone. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but it would seem as though you intend to journey into the northern mountain range next, is that correct? Oh, ideas, guide these brave souls. Wait a second. I swear I've seen this sister somewhere before. Hold on. Are you by any chance Lloyd? Lloyd Bennings? You know me? Friend of yours? Wait. Sister Marble? It's wonderful to see you again, Lloyd. And the young lady next to you must be Ellie, right? Look at you two, all grown up now. I knew I recognized you. It really has been a while, Sister Marble. You know her too, Ellie? I do. Sister Marble was my teacher when I attended Sunday school. I believe I recall that you and Ellie are close in age, but how could you two have taken classes from the same sister, but never met each other before starting at the SSS? Well, Crossbell City is so large, each district has its own Sunday school class on different days of the week. These two were in different classes, you see? Makes sense to me. It's sort of strange if you think about it. We could have been childhood friends, Lloyd. You're right. We just barely missed each other, it seems. So, Sister Marble, how did you manage to recognize us after all these years? What kind of question is that? I've yet to forget a single student who's ever been in any of my classes. Besides, the two of you in particular stood out from the rest. How so? Well, let's see here. poor Lloyd was spoiled beyond belief and always clung to Cecile. And it was surprising just how much little Ellie knew about topics related to the birds and the bees. Come again? Sister Marble! I really appreciate this highly educational history lesson, teacher. You got any more interesting chapters in those kiddos' lives we should know about? Oh, I know plenty. Let's see. Come on, give us a break. Seriously, no more. Oh, I'm just teasing. What a shame. Anyway, I'm so happy to see you both again. Please drop by whenever you want. I can brew some tea and we can reminisce. You can count on it. After all these years, I'm still working as a teacher of Sunday school. If you like, please feel free to drop by and say hello from time to time. So it would be, what, 10 years now? Up to what age do you go to Sunday school in this game? To be honest, Archbishop Eralda is quite a stern man. But while he's tough on injustice in any form it may take, he's also always willing to extend a benevolent hand to those in need of guidance. As a priest, I aspire to become a man like him. There's been a pizza delivery man coming around here fairly often recently. I always see him run towards that road down with a pizza in hand. He's the catch-all. There aren't even any houses on that side of the road. Who the heck is ordering all those pizzas? Hey there, wanna play? Thanks for coming to Barca Casino. Hey, could you lend me some mirror? I accidentally blew everything I had. I don't have enough for the train fare home. Damn it, that lady running the roulette table is a total demon. Things got pretty crazy in the VIP room last night. The only guests allowed in our VIP room are wealthy high rollers and the lucky few gamblers who managed to win it big here. If you ask me, I think all of our patrons should be striving to make it in there. We had a visit from some officers moments ago. Apparently there was some incident just outside of here last night. I'm perfectly safe inside the casino, so I don't really care. It feels as though my mind and body are enchanted when I visit Crossbell. That sweet bustling of a city puts me into a sort of trance. I quite enjoy the feeling. We have a special room for our VIPs over in the back. And by VIPs I mean almost exclusively Diet members and nobility. Given their influence, we've given them a perfectly private retreat to satisfy their needs. All of our regular patrons are prohibited from entering, I'm afraid. The old battle axe snuck up on me right as I was heading into the casino this morning. She started screeching at me like a damn harpy. I thought I'd never hear the end of it. Well, it was a close call. She just about dragged me home by the collar. The casino's the only thing I live for. Don't take the casino away from me. I welcome you to Barca Casino, everyone. Our bar is always available to any weary patrons in need of a break. I would be most delighted to offer you alcoholic beverages. Did he just offer booze to Tio? The cops have been questioning a bunch of people these days, and a pair of detectives asked me all kinds of stuff earlier. Give me a break, I'm just a barker, I ain't gonna know anything crazy. This district's been through a lot lately, so the cops are trying to figure out what's going on. No way in the hell someone like me would know anything, though. Now let's see, where am I gonna set my sights on today? Where should I have some sun today? Dealing with absurd crowds is a staple of the entertainment district. You can't let the little things bother you. Those two are always out here bright and early to cheer on Arc-en-Ciel. You know what it means, right? As soon as they need their midday snack, I'm out here waiting with some tasty ice cream. I'm super grateful for their patronage. Boy, I really do love fans of Arc-en-Ciel. Looks like tickets for Arc-en-Ciel's new show are going to sale next week. I'm drooling just thinking about getting my hands on them. Hey Portia, you're drooling a little over there. So she literally does that. And we can't enter. We will soon provide the means for guests to reserve rooms via the Orbital network. Please bear with us a little while longer until the service is set up. All the rooms on the top floor of our hotel are all deluxe suites. While expensive to book with first-class service, the offer is incomparable to what you could get in a normal hotel. I heard that Arc-en-Ciel will be announcing its newest production soon. I must brace myself for the impending flood of reservations. I'm sure we have many more patrons who are here to see Arc-en-Ciel's show come stay with us. It's all thanks to the manager's hard work that we're able to implement our Orbital network-based reservation system. Our handy service can be used from anywhere within the city. I hope you all make use of the services once it's operational. Just had a bracer come into the shop. Didn't say much, but he took one of the girls with him. I got a feeling she won't be coming back. I gave her an advance on her paycheck too. Can't he cut us some damn slack? How am I supposed to make that money back now? This really is bad for business. Can't you cut us some slack? Damn. Word is that group of Easterners here has started laundering mirror throughout the city. Recently they've continued to steal away with large source of revenue as well. Given how things stand, it's only a matter of time before an all-out war breaks out between them. LoH is one of Crossbell's biggest trade companies, so I doubt they'd let this one slide for long. Last night I was assigned to entertain some Republican faction bigwig. It's great and all that they're rich, but man, I'm beat. Maybe I'll go recharge by soaking in Eric's beautiful, calm face. Sounds like the leaders of the Republican faction have been doing well for themselves recently. Maybe taking bribes from here? I accidentally started talking to one of those black suit guys walking by just now. They glanced at me with the eyes of a devil. Those guys are just as scary as they seem. I'd stay away from those people if I were you. I screwed up today. Get the hell out of here. It's private property. Okay, and Imelda just references her quest. You're looking for the CBD's vice commissioner? I see him around these parts pretty often. Between his face and his slender build, I'd say he reminds me of a fox. I always see him walk out of here with his usual restless gait during lunchtime. The vice commissioner has a face that's easy to read. I tell from a cell away he's not someone I'd ever want to have a conversation with. Good day, everyone. Care for a tall, cold glass of tasty juice? A few bracers just stuck up a conversation with me, actually. I gotta hand it to them. They're pretty cool and friendly. I heard that it's Crime Prevention Week over at the CPD. Explain why it feels like the police have been stepping up their patrol efforts. I wish they would have given us proper notice, though. Good morning, everyone. One of the detectives from the 1st Division just left. Ooh, those guys make me nervous. Can you blame me, though? You've seen how cool they are, right? Every single one of them is as sharp as a razor. I want to hurry up and take my qualification exam as soon as I can, so I can join their ranks. Sup, Ren? You're looking as serious as ever. Hi everyone, and thanks for asking, Wendy. Noe came to headquarters earlier and hung out with me a bit. She apparently came by yesterday, but we missed each other. Oh yeah, she said you two were sisters. Sergeant Major Noelle Seeker, was it? We were recently introduced to her. She seemed to be a very driven and professional person. Her personality is incredibly different from yours, friend. You got that right. Cool and dignified, yet still as cute as a button. My sister really can do it all without even trying. I've admired her ever since we were little. Sounds like you'd look up to your sister quite a bit. I know a feeling. You guys are heading to Mainz today, right? Go on and show Noe what the SSS is made of. She's expecting great things from you guys. Detective Raymond from the 2nd Division is an interesting man. He likes to come over and chat with me every day before he starts work, no matter what. I could tell he's pushing his luck this morning. Inspector Donovan had to come here and drag him away. I'm not surprised a beauty like Rebecca's got the guy all over her. Let's start by interviewing people at the hotel. We can follow that up by questioning any nearby shops. More canvassing? Seriously? Man, what a pain. The entertainment district is huge. For crying out loud, stop your whining and get it together. Hey, you guys on an investigation too? Looks like we're both pretty busy. I don't even have time to take a pretty girl out on a date. Hey there guys, sounds like you have another annoying job on your hands. Be careful not to get dragged into any of the top brass's messes, yeah? Thanks. A little too late for that, oh well. Sounds like you guys have another annoying job on your hands. Well, can't say it's any different for even the top brass. Try not to get dragged into their messes, yeah? No one here. We had several new recruits join our division this year. I hope they're all managing to keep pace. Even more peaceful divisions like ours can run into big problems. Well, as long as they don't get discouraged, I'm sure they'll grow into their roles just fine. Yeah, but what division are you from? Next month marks 70 years since Crossbell's state founding. We plan to open a variety of attractions for tourists during the festival. We'll be publishing more details in the city newsletter, so do keep your eyes peeled. We have a newsletter, news to me. Yes, there's an informational brochure right by reception. It's a shame many people don't know about it, but we update it monthly, nonetheless. Huh, I had no idea. Guess it makes me one of those many people. Your reaction is understandable. I know that not many people know about the city's newsletter. It would be nice if it were a bit more widely known given all the work we put into making it. Those poor receptionists have a tough job. The orbital bus wouldn't have broken down yesterday if it had been properly maintained. Things like this actually happen much more often than you'd think. Okay. We can't even look in this newsletter, right? A shame. Any individual can check out up to 3 books at a time. That's the most we can keep up with, unfortunately, given how understaffed we are. I think the locals would find it easier if they could borrow up to 5 books, though. Not many people know this, but there are still some intact ruins from the Middle Ages present in Crossbell. The most famous one is the ancient battlefield, a fortress in the outskirts of the old America Road. A group of researchers formed an expedition team around 20 years ago to search through the ruins. If I recall correctly, they excavated that giant bell sitting right in the middle of Central Square. I'm pretty sure they found it somewhere around the ancient battlefield. That's not the only famous ruin around these parts, though. I wish I didn't have to deal with his feces. I'm dying to go and see them for myself. My parents suggested I look into becoming a public servant, so I obliged. Most people perceive public servants as unappreciated, unrewarded workers. But you know what? I work in a nice, quiet street for a man I respect and trust. That in itself is more than adequate reward. On the topic of ages, Crossbell's cathedral's architectural work is an absolute marvel. I hear it's home to a number of exceptional priests and sisters too. Abby will be attending Sunday school there starting next year, so I think I'll go and offer a prayer sometime soon. I haven't gone to the cathedral once since moving to Crossbell. Abby loves the goddess, so I'm sure he'll be delighted to go. Hey, guess what? I heard there's a big church called a cathedral over that way. I wanna go see it. I just happened to overhear. They finally started selling tickets for Arkansas's new show. That sure sounds nice. I wish I could watch them too. I don't know if you guys knew this, but they distributed tickets for the preview performance to the media, so we could review the show. Unfortunately for me, I'm not a reporter. I have to stand in line like a normal person to purchase a ticket. Grace is out on a job, so I'm being placed in charge of the local news this time? Crap, my nerves are getting the better of me. McCannon sure loves to put me in the most ridiculous situations. A total rookie like me in charge of a local news column? Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. Oh, quit being so indecisive and make up your mind already. And whatever you decide, remember, I'm just lending a hand, nothing more. I often like to think about how wonderful a place the IBC is to work at. You can see the entire cityscape along with a long flowing river with just one quick glance. There's green as far as the eye can see. What better post could a guy ask for? Not only is the view great, but the location itself has a tactical advantage in terms of security. I like to run 100 steps every morning to maintain my stamina. I've got to keep myself in top form, after all. You never know when you need to leave an interaction. Thing is, my morning ones always leave me with an awfully empty stomach. So empty. Forget I said anything. How much? 100 circles, so about 10 kilometers, huh? The IBC has been accumulating the latest and greatest orbital technology for many years now. In fact, the IBC has been around for literal centuries. Supposedly it was founded about 300 years ago, toward the end of the Middle Ages. They certainly have a long-running history. The IBC has always acted as an international bank, even dating back to its rise to power toward the end of the Middle Ages. They've had the occasional setback, but they continue to thrive these days. The IBC has enough branches to cover every part of the continent. Not only that, but we are affiliated with many different banks too. It's safe to say we own the largest network of banks in the world. Receptionists can help you withdraw mirror from bank accounts stationed in other countries. Oh, you weren't waiting for me to walk you over there, were you? It's just, you're right, can't miss it. I read about your recent achievements, Miss McDowell. I'm guessing you read the Crossbell Times, right? Yes, I saw you were in yesterday's issue. Miss Croyce was terribly worried about you. I know you're just trying to do your job, but please don't push yourself too hard. This building fully converted to orbital technology a few years ago. Only problem is our terminals can only communicate with other terminals within this building for the time being. Our General Affairs Department just recently started using them too. Because the terminals are only used for work done inside the building, any back-end banking is still done with paper documents. The orbital network is still in its infancy, so banking documents are still kept on paper. But once that bad boy is up and running, our efficiency is bound to skyrocket. So, back to the harbor. Not to be too blunt, but the state of politics here in Crossbell is kind of a total train wreck. The mayor is the only man that I feel has our best interest at heart. I'll be rooting for him all the way. The mayor has conducted himself in a dignified manner, which in his field seems hard to come by. I'll be rooting for him all the way. I've got my sights set on enjoying Michelin for my next vacation. I already can't wait for it. Being a businessman seems pretty tiring. A lot of customers eat on the way home from work and all of them moan and complain in the exact same way. If you want somebody to cry to go to a bar, I'm here to serve noodles, pal. Hey, it ain't my job to listen to your complaints. I'm here to dish out noodles, not life advice. How am I supposed to sit still when we're about to announce the cast? I've been training non-stop even on days we don't have practice. I hope I get casted for a supporting role. I do whatever it takes. I swear, I got on the big wall this time. Don't overwork yourself. That would be bad for your big role. I'm here to give you your medicine, Grandpa. Hey, you take it every day, won't you? Quit nagging me, girlie. I don't need any stinking medicine, you hear me? Now just turn around and head back home. Come on, Grandpa, you can't say that every time. You gotta do what the doctors tell you. Grandpa's so stubborn. Not only that, but he hates hospitals. What am I supposed to do? I've decided to spend the rest of my life focusing on fishing. I know my granddaughter's just looking out for me, but I don't need any medicine, plain and simple. I've fished enough at this hole. At least, in my opinion. My parents keep nagging at me to get a job. It's so annoying. I wish they'd just lay it off and let me make my own decisions already. I don't need them to nag at me. I'll find a job when I decide I want to work. I can barely stay at home with how much my parents nag at me. I wish they'd just lay off. Dad hears of Roy a lot today. Cheer up, Roy. I've been reading about the CGF in the Crossbell Times lately. Apparently the deputy commander is a woman? At least I assume so since her name is Sonia. I sometimes see the CGF vehicles around here. It makes me feel a sort of camaraderie with her. They're not here? Ah, yeah, she said she's babysitting the boy over in the other room when the sister isn't there. Serena asked me if I could look after yogurt for her for the day. I know she went downtown to search for her little brother, but still, the law doesn't mean much there, so I'm worried. Serena went to talk to Azzy over in the downtown district. I wonder if she'll be okay? The price of septium mined in Mainz has begun to slightly decline. The stock will likely affect my company's market price. I better investigate the cause. Hey, you three. Oh hey, I remember you guys from yesterday. Hey there, special support section. Hello, Estelle and Joshua. Thank you for your assistance yesterday. Estelle, honey. Huh? What's up, Mikkel? Oh, never mind. Let's just get back to your little meeting. To our little meeting. Okay. Well, as you can see for yourself, this is just the kind of person Estelle is. Like I said, though, I'd like it if we could be friends and not let any disputes between our places of work come between us. Right. I'd like that too. We look forward to working with you. Anyhow, today I'm gonna be working you like hounds. If you think this will be easy, you got another thing coming, honey. Since Arias is busy with something outside Crossbell, I'm gonna have you finish with in his stead. I'm confident you see it through. Thanks for the help, sweeties. Got it, got it. Let's get this party started with some supplemental info on the job. Here's a list of the work you're going to do this time. They look pretty busy, maybe we should leave them alone. We'll be heading toward America while we fulfill our requests today. We're still not fully familiar with the area surrounding Crossbell City, so I figure it would be a good opportunity to solve that. That's a great idea. I doubt you two will have any problems with the monsters out that way, but be safe regardless. Thanks, we will. You guys look pretty busy yourselves. I'm sure we bump into each other again. Catch you later, guys. Arias is in Calvert. Scott and Wenzel were in Arabonia. They're back by now. We saw them in the train station. Lynn and Aeolia are at Perimeter Patrol, whatever that means. And the son Joshua are here. Fisherman's Guild. You even used LoH? Our guild managed to reel us in another member yesterday. Oh really? Good to hear. Yeah, this Lars is quite the angler, might already be as good as me. Her name is Estelle and she's a famous bracer. Maybe you've seen her in a magazine somewhere before? I got invited to go fishing with her once. She's a real pro, I tell you that much. All that bracer work must have really sharpened her reflexes. Formidable challenger suddenly appeared before you, remember Lloyd? She already was one before this little revelation. Are you kidding me? She fishes too? Estelle doesn't have any brakes on her at all, does she? Well, I heard Estelle had a knack for fishing even back when she was growing up in Liberal. And hey, speaking of Liberal, that's where the Fisherman's Guild was founded. Now Lloyd, just because you're busy doesn't mean you can start neglecting fishing. Jordan examines Lloyd's fishing notebook. Wow Lloyd, managed to catch yourself some real beauts. Good work kid, starting today you are now a professional fisher. Received the hair quartz. I remember the day I reached professional fisher as clear as a pure river stream, I think this is supposed to be. I'd always been an avid fisherman. One day I was on a business trip to Liberal and had a fateful encounter with a founder of a Fisherman's Guild. Needless to say, this man was the legendary angler himself, Mr. Fisher. Anyway, cue some more fishing and then it happened. I was granted the rank of professional fisher. Man, that sure takes me back. That's really something. It's another one of certain stories. It's going to be a long one, I can feel it. But wait, why did you stop in Liberal for work? Were you some kind of trader? No, not at all. I was on behalf of my father himself a businessman. I actually wasn't bad at business myself, but these days I got my hands full being a branch manager here. Yeah, I can see that. I figured he lived for his hobby, but this just confirms it. Whoops, almost forgot. I still gotta tell you about the requirements to advance to the next rank. Your conditions for ranking up are to catch at least 12 unique kinds of fish. You really need to pull out all the stops for this one, but just try your best. Rumor has it that Estelle's a high-ranking fisher back in Liberal. I know you're pretty busy with your job, but you should try and stop by sometime for a fishing challenge. Gotta try it at least once. Depending on the kind of bait you use, you hook different kinds of fish. If you're having trouble reeling in a fish you want, try switching a bait. It's all just a simple game of trial and error. Yeah. And it's impossible to know if you have every fish in a fishing hole or every type of fish there. I've been reading about the CGF in the Crossbell Times. We had her already, but she's wondering. Tear balm and a letter lay on the shrine. Not the first one, but I don't think I've recorded the other one. You get them every few items you place down here. To you who faithfully offers dishes, I give thanks. I believe the gracious Gizo is delighted to be visited by such kind, generous people. I pray you accept this humble token of my appreciation. See, I have 6 items turned in, and for every 3 I got a tear balm. I've been running my own shop on East Street for a long time now. I'm truly indebted to the Business Owners Association's chairman too. He's done a lot to look after me over the years. Long-lasting bonds like this are some of life's greatest treasures. Okay, and the chairman is still making himself busy. My back has been killing me since this morning, so I asked some of my merchant friends if they would pick up my groceries for me. I guess my husband's connections come in handy occasionally, wouldn't you say? Do you know a vegetable seller named Dins? He runs a stall at the marketplace. I've helped him out a few times before, so now he stops by to check up on me occasionally. I see that he's still the honest merchant I know and respect. I hope all of our young merchants can be as successful. It falls to those of us in the old guard to help the budding young merchants of Crossbell grow. I'm glad to see he's continued to run an honest, customer-minded business. Right, and his business partner, or whatever she is always worrying that he's a bit too honest. She, oh yeah, I have Sunday school today. I need to finish up shopping so I can head over there. So I had myself a teensy little accident. I was trying to move his chest and ended up stubbing my toe pretty hard on the staircase. I think I might have heard a crunch. But that's fine, I'm gonna take more than that to put me out of commission. Us craftsmen are always one misstep away from injuring ourselves, to be honest. I can't just moan and complain over every little injury. Hi there, welcome to Din's Fresh. Our owner can sometimes be a little too nice, but it just goes to show how much he has our customers' best interest in mind. If it's veggies you need, then it's Din's Fresh indeed. The chairman of a business owners association greeted me in the middle of the street this morning. It made me happy, but gosh, it was a bit embarrassing. Didn't think he'd actually remember me. Okay, let's do this. I'd better get some hefty sales today. Welcome, friends. Need fresh produce? We got you covered. Whether it be breakfast, lunch, or din. Just think Dins. I have a giant pile of dirty laundry to wash when I get home. Having a large family can be painful at times. My life would be so much easier if I could get the boys to help me out with the chores. The hubby's been pretty busy trying to refill our inventory, so it's been kinda hard to see him these days. Oh, never mind me, I should be focusing on the store instead. You, sir, you look like a type who knows his way around the fish. Pick whichever you like, the quality is guaranteed. Here, why not take a... Will you trade me with fish for 40 sepith of earth? So, this is what you can do here. The fish you caught can be turned in. Actually, that reminds me. Notice the CGF's been mobilizing these days. By doing military drills or what? Hey guys, listen to this. This absolute cutie of a customer has been coming by these days. Her name is Rishi and he apparently just moved here recently. The best part is, we're the same age. I hope we can become friends. Everybody probably thinks we're a pair of worthless idiots who waste the day away chatting. You saw how those tourists from earlier were laughing at us? It's probably your fault, Puck. No, it's obviously yours, Roos. They probably thought your wicked case of bedhead was hilarious. My buddy Puck and I can't ever agree on anything. Does he actually care about starting a business? Man, Rose is way too much of a thinker. These days you can't start a business with planning alone. You gotta just go do it, you know? Damn, Roos, you gotta take some notes from more open-minded individuals, you know? Like myself. Not having a plan on what's business to start sounds like a terrible idea when you actually invest into opening one. I call those two over there the eternal losers, Roos and Puck. Shanshan went to Sunday school with him and it sounds like we've always been like that. We're trying to start a business, but I'm wondering if I can pull it off. Well, if I say we, I actually only mean myself. It's an apt name for them though. The eternal losers, yeah? Those two over there talk for hours every day. If they plan to stay here any longer, then they better order more food. I swear I'm going to beat those two with a ladle if they don't shut up soon. Ah, a quest? This is bad. Would have thought they'd sell out. Wait, don't you guys work for... Anyway, did you happen to purchase one of those Mishi plushies that were being sold earlier this month? If so, would it be okay with selling it to me? Mishi plush? What are you talking about? Mishi is the official mascot of Michelin. I seem to remember Theo being an avid collector of his goods. You're correct. I have not purchased the new Mishi plush yet, unfortunately. Oh, you're a fan too? Truth be told, my son is especially fond of him, and thus we traveled here from afar to collect the new plush for him. There's just one problem though. By the time I went to the department store in Central Square, it was already sold out. Wow, they managed to sell out at the department store. Are they that popular? Indeed they are. A campaign to sell limited time merchandise began recently. A new item is offered each month and some are exceedingly popular. This month's item is the Mishi plush. Its charm lies in its size as it fits in the palm of your hand. Without skipping a beat, Theo Totten managed to pull all the info we need from her database of her brain. You know, now that you mention it, I remember seeing our Feline friend being offered as a prize at the casino. Not really interested in plushies, so I didn't pay it much attention at the time, especially when all the other prizes they had were so eye-catching, you know? Really? Well, I'm not one to gamble, so going to the casino would be a little conflicting for me. I hate to ask this of you, but would you be willing to go and win the plush for me? I'll be sure to pay you for your effort. Please help me. I don't know about you guys, but it feels off-brand to hit the casino for a support quest. This technically isn't an official request. As long as we're doing it as a personal favor, we're unlikely to have any issues. As long as you know who doesn't go overboard. Hell yeah, let's do this. Come on guys, we're off to the casino. Somebody is impatient. Please do not tell us you fabricated your claims as an excuse to visit the casino. We long for Mishi. You guys are going to get Mishi for me, right? Yay, thank you so much. Alright, so... to the casino we go. Hello to Baka Casino. Welcome to Baka Casino. Oh, hi, Wendy. Welcome back. Well, hello to you too, Cherry. Mind if I ask you a quick little question? You have a Mishi plush you give out here as a prize, right? Yep, it's for cheapest price. But since Mishi is so popular, they tend to disappear pretty quickly. Maybe I should restock them sometime today. Wow, though, I never ever would have expected you to be interested, Randy. Aren't you the cutest thing? You think so? Anyway, see? Told you guys I wasn't yanking your chains. I suppose you're right, this time. LoH, our client, is in a dire situation. It's our duty to retrieve the target. Yeah, you have a point. It's just me, or have Theo's eyes been sparkling ever since Mishi was first mentioned? Mishi plush toy. Luckily, I still had some points over. No way. Is that what I think it is? You actually managed to get the Mishi plush? I can't believe you got one. Could I please have it? Pretty please? Yeah, it's all yours. Fortunately enough, it wasn't too difficult to get. It really is. The Mishi plush. You see that, Kurt? Your dad went and got your beloved Mishi. Wow, it's Mishi! It's really him, I can't believe it! Thank you, everyone. You made my boy as happy as can be. I have to think about how I'm going to repay you. Let's see. Oh, I've got it! It's not much, but I hope you'll accept it. 120 mira. Thanks. Really though, it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, doing a request of that caliber is a piece of cake. I would have been able to score enough cash to build an art gallery had I been given enough time, but a certain Missy put a stop to that. Well, shall we turn to our duties? Understood. I expect Wendy will expend an equal amount of energy the next time a similar opportunity arrives. Just you try and stop me. Oh, it's really Mishi, he's so cute. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. My boy is enjoying every second of it. Thank Ideas we came to Crossbell. Thank Mishi for putting a smile on my son's precious face. Tourists come out here for the craziest of reasons, huh? I can relate. I would do the same for Mishi. Guess not, huh? You know she is always bitching about her practice. What the hell is she practicing for anyway? Damn, is that chick not coming today? Haven't seen that chick around here today. Damn, and just when I thought I'd go and talk to her. Oh dearie, it's those kids in the tracksuits. I often see them around these parts, but I can't help but feel that something may have happened to those boys. Nice weather we're having, huh? I think I had to eat sweet and pick up some leftover grub at the market. I almost had a bit of a close call with those delinquents earlier. That's why I hate lawless neighborhoods. The real question is, why were they lying in wait in front of the apartment? Why could they possibly have been lying in wait like that? Those goons have set their sights on the girl living above me. Can't blame them though. Who wouldn't fall for a total cutie who happily greets them every day? She's so lovely. Now, stop me, go. Rid yourself of earthly desires. I need to purge these useless thoughts and concentrate on studying. These goons get to live the good life. They got all the free time in the world. Yeah, but she isn't here. I'm getting so sleepy. Tried my hardest to stay awake and wait for Daddy to come home yesterday. But I fell asleep as soon as he gave me a great big hug. I didn't get to talk to him much. Sorry, Daddy. Oh, my dear Lima is being so unreasonable. I absolutely have to take an afternoon nap. I'm completely spent. Not before I finish doing the laundry though. Lima loves her father a lot. Sadly for her, my husband works construction, so he's hardly ever home. You know, I never really noticed when she became Daddy's little princess. The door is shut tight. A voice can be heard inside. Damn, I'm awake now. This is the worst. Booze. I need some more booze. Oh crap, come on, Roos, we gotta hide. Are we going to fight again? I'm hungry. I wouldn't have anybody left food sitting around. So, put normal bullets over here and explosives over there. Maybe I should put them all in that big case. That way they'll all be a little easier to see. What do you think? I don't even know where to start. Those are extremely dangerous, Jingo. Maybe you should leave them alone? How are the customers going to know what to buy if it isn't on display? This .18 caliber bullet hasn't been too popular with customers lately. Maybe it might be time to put it up on sale. Got a meeting in the Empire that I sure as hell can't afford to miss. Son of a bitch, I got a low blood pressure, people. I told them not to call for me so early in the damn morning. A meeting? That might be a weapon supplier. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of big manufacturers out in Arabonia. Looks like I got no choice. I'll have to leave the store to Jingo for a bit while I run an errand. A little girl, huh? With no sense whatsoever. The vipers are hanging around the plaza again. I get sick looking at them. They become quite egotistical. Someone ought to put those hooligans in their place. By the way, you don't think Azel's going to quit, do you? Because of his sister? I'm surprised Azel's sister came here. She's surprisingly bold. I wonder what Azel's gonna do. Azel really cares for his sister. I imagine he feels a little guilty considering he's a troublemaker. Party's over, time to get down to work. Work? What do you mean? Wouldn't you like to know? It's a secret. Carve up some mirror and I might be willing to tell you some more. Maybe I just go ahead and close up the bar for the day. I have no intention of prying into our members' personal lives. I leave it up to our members' judgment to decide if they want to stay. My sister came to visit me. What should I do? What do you think you're doing, Azel? Did you ever stop to think about how worried you and I were? Are you even listening to me? He in fact was. He just couldn't bring himself to face her, we learned in the previous time space. Oh. Old Roberts and I have been pals ever since we worked together at the Foundation. 20 years, but that job hasn't changed one bit. Hello, Matt here. How's the analyzer function? Would you like me to calibrate it for you? That is unnecessary, Chief. I can perform the calibration more efficiently. Oh, well, I suppose that's true, but Jerome is an old friend of mine. We try to keep in touch, occasionally. I had no idea I'd opened a repair shop. Wait, 27? Wasn't the other one super expensive? Super much stronger? 52, but yeah, reduced accuracy. So I will really need 26, 4 and 20, 40, 54, 28, but this is also art stats, so. And of course with 52. Okay, now that I see the strength, this is tempting actually. Oh, hey there. Check this out. Isn't the street so flicking clean? I pretty much spent my whole days cleaning the street. Check out how clean it is. I bet you could eat lunch of it. Oh, I just got back a minute ago. Sup? Good job out there. Nice, I managed to greet him with all my might. Kinda weird though. All I got was a simple sup in response. If you think we'll just forgive you for what you did to Walt, you better think again. I won't hesitate to wring you punks out of the first chance I get. I think you're blowing this a little out of proportion, man. They're as intense as ever, aren't they? What, saving his ass? Oh yeah. Did something happen? Well, it's pretty pissed today, so you might want to leave him alone. Go buy me some booze, Cookie. You deaf kid, move your ass. Sure thing, Walt. What the hell did you guys do to Walt? Never seen him this pissed before. Are you comparing the two of us? Keep letting that big head of yours go and I have to smash it to bits. Walt, we're just trying to... Actually, on second thought, showing him sympathy might damage his pride. He does seem to be getting increasingly irate. Perhaps overstaying our welcome is not the brightest idea. Because there was still a chest here. A guarded one. Monsters appear.
データ収集を開始します。任せてくれ。みんな、一気に行くぞ。私の番です。ドライブ開始。俺の番だな。さてと。
East Flash and Battlescope. And Fiber Coat. You check the chest and find this text box. It is a very good text box, I'll show you. Very well written. Alright. But I think that is everything for now. Well, it was some time, right? Okay, I probably go resting for the EP for Ellie and Theo. And yeah, next time we continue back at the mountain path. Until then, I'm Ace and don't get lost.